Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt something? Not just wonder, not just curiosity, but something deeper, like the stars are watching, like they know something you don't, like they whisper secrets in a language you've forgotten how to understand. You stand beneath them, small and insignificant, and yet somehow you feel seen. You feel like, for a brief moment, the universe is speaking directly to you. But are you listening? Or have you drowned out the whispers with the noise of your own mind? The language of the universe. The universe doesn't speak in words. It speaks in moments, in the way the wind changes direction just as you take a deep breath, in the way a memory resurfaces at the exact time you need to remember it, in the way the night sky makes you pause, makes you think, makes you wonder. Have you ever noticed how quiet the world becomes when you're truly lost in thought? That silence is not empty. It is full of whispers, whispers from the past, the future, and the infinite unknown. You call it intuition, you call it déjà vu, you call it coincidence. But maybe it's something more. What are you not seeing? Think of all the times you've ignored a feeling, all the times you've convinced yourself that something was meaningless when, deep down, you knew it wasn't. The people you let go of too soon, the moments you rushed through without appreciating, the dreams you silenced because they felt too impossible. But what if the stars have been trying to tell you something all along? What if the universe has been guiding you, whispering truths you refused to hear? What if the answers you've been searching for are already within you, just waiting for you to be quiet enough to listen? The shadows between the stars. The night sky is not just made of stars. It is made of darkness, a vast, endless void stretching between the light. And yet, without that darkness, the stars would not shine. Maybe the same is true for you. Maybe the emptiness you feel is not a curse, but a canvas. Maybe the silence in your life is not loneliness, but space for something new, something greater, something meant for you. Maybe the struggles, the heartbreaks, the moments of doubt, maybe they are not endings. Maybe they are just the shadows between the stars, proof that your light is waiting to shine. But only if you let it, only if you choose to listen. So, what will you do tonight when the world is quiet? Look up, listen, feel. The stars are speaking. Will you finally hear them? The stars have been waiting for you. They've been waiting for a long time, long before you were born, long before your first breath, your first heartbreak, your first silent wish whispered into the wind. They have seen it all, the moments that broke you, the moments that made you, the nights you stayed awake, lost in thought, wondering if life had more to offer. And every time you looked up, every time you felt that pull in your chest, that quiet ache you couldn't explain, they were speaking. They were waiting for you to listen. But listening requires something we often forget to do. It requires stillness. It requires presence. It requires courage, the kind of courage that makes you face yourself, your fears, your dreams, and the truths you've been too afraid to acknowledge. Because the stars don't just whisper beautiful things. They tell the whole story. They remind you of the paths you never walked, the choices you were too afraid to make, the version of yourself you abandoned in the name of practicality, in the name of fear, in the name of comfort. And that's why so many people don't listen. Because listening means facing the life you could have lived, the echo of what could have been. There is an echo inside of you, an echo of the things you were meant to do, the dreams you were meant to chase, the life you were meant to live. You hear it in the moments between distraction and the rare, quiet spaces where your mind is not occupied by endless scrolling. by mindless routine, by the noise of the world telling you who you should be. You hear it when you remember who you were as a child before the world told you to shrink, to settle, to conform. You hear it when you see someone else living the dream you once had, and you feel that pang of something deep in your soul. That is not jealousy, that is recognition. Recognition of a road not taken, a possibility left unexplored, a version of you that still lingers somewhere beyond the stars. And if that thought stings, if it hurts, if it makes you want to turn away, good. It means you still have time. It means you can still listen. It means you can still change everything. The stars know your name. You are not born to merely exist. You are not born to go through the motions, to wake up, work, sleep, repeat, waiting for some distant day when you will finally feel alive. You were meant for more. You were meant to create, to explore, to dream with wild, reckless hope. You were meant to chase the things that set your soul on fire, because that fire, that longing, that ache, it is not random. It is not meaningless. It is the universe calling you back to yourself. The stars have been watching. They have been waiting. And now, the question is no longer, are they speaking? The question is, are you finally ready to listen? The universe doesn't wait, but you do. You tell yourself there will be time. Time to chase the dream. Time to start over. Time to become the person you always knew you could be. But time does not wait. And neither does the universe. It moves endlessly, like a river flowing forward, carrying with it opportunities, chances, and moments that will never come again. You stand on the shore, watching them pass, telling yourself, not yet, maybe later, maybe when I'm ready. But what if later never comes? What if ready is just a lie you tell yourself to avoid the fear of failing? What if waiting is the slowest way to lose everything you were meant for? Because here's the truth. Opportunities don't wait for you to feel brave. Dreams don't knock twice. And the universe speaks, but it does not beg. The silence between the stars. If you've ever stood beneath the night sky and felt something shift inside you, you know what I mean. That pull, that weight in your chest, that quiet voice that says, there is more to this life. There is more to you. It is the same feeling you get when you wake up in the middle of the night, staring at the ceiling, questioning everything. The same feeling you drown in music, in distractions, in routine, hoping it will go away. But it doesn't, because the universe doesn't let go of the ones who are meant for more. And deep down, you know you are. But knowing is not enough. Dreaming is not enough. Wishing is not enough. At some point, you have to decide that the life you want is worth the risk. At some point, you have to be brave enough to listen to what the stars have been trying to tell you all along. This is not a coincidence. You didn't find these words by accident. You weren't meant to scroll past this, to forget this, to move on like it never happened. You were meant to hear this today, right now, in this moment. Because this moment is a crossroads, a choice. You can keep waiting, keep delaying, keep convincing yourself that someday will come. Or you can realize that someday is an illusion, that the only time you ever truly have is now. So, what will it be? Will you listen? Or will you let this moment slip through your fingers, just like all the others? The stars are still speaking. The universe is still waiting. But it will not wait forever. And neither should you.